Hi there guys, and welcome back to the Star Wars figure review. Next video we're going to take a look at one of the newer figures from the Star Wars The Force Awakens Build-A-Weapon line. And it's this guy here. This is Unmasked Kylo Ren. But before we look at him, we'll take a look at the packaging that this one comes in. As you can see, it's the same as the previous Build-A-Weapon packaging with the picture of the character on the side, this time being the Unmasked Ren compared to the original Masked Ren. One I didn't actually get because I got the Armour Up series. And then on the back as well, it states you got the weapon that it comes with, as well as the other two weapons that the Stormtrooper squad leader and 9 Nun can help build. I don't think I'll be completing this weapon because I don't want to have 9 Nun in my collection. I hate the character. I'm not going to explain why, I just do. But the Stormtrooper I might actually get as well and make sort of a smaller version of this. But that's that. I'll just quickly read you the bio on the back. It says, a dark warrior strong with the Force, Kylo Ren commands First Order missions with a temper as fiery as his unconventional lightsaber. That's referring to the side bits of his crossguard lightsaber. So that's the packaging that it comes in. Just the side now. So now I'll take an actual look at the figure. Now this is a really good figure. When I saw that, I became hesitant originally when I saw it in the box as the hooded one, as it's noticeable in the movie that whenever he has his mask off, he never has the hood up. So that's a little fault on there, but that didn't matter to me too much because a lot of the time he doesn't have the helmet on, he didn't actually have the cape on anyway. So, because you can't easily remove it, because unlike the older Kylo Rens, you kind of had to take the helmet off to do that. You can actually just lift this straight off and have that there. And then we just have him without the cape, like that. Like when he's talking to Han Solo in the movie. I also like the way they've stanced his legs though, because they've made it actually look like he's in an action phase. Because one of his legs has been moved slightly further forward than the other. Yeah, I can't really see it, but actually from underneath you can kind of see that one's further forward than the other, so you got him in a battle stance. And unlike the older Armour Up Kylo Ren, where it's straight down legs that he's standing on. And yeah, like I said about the cape, if you happen to have this version of Kylo Ren or the, I think it's Forest Gear mission series, the one that came with the Captain Phasma and Luke Skywalker, you can actually take the cape off that one. Let's do that now. You have this Kylo Ren like that, as I said, as seen in the movie. And then you can actually slide it onto Kylo Ren here and have him with a cape. Like when he's talking to Snoke immediately after removing it, he actually has it on. So that's that. I run down the articulation. There's a ball jointed head, swivel shoulders and swivel hips. Once again they sculpt the leg into the actual, so I can't get that to show up really. There we go. They sculpt the actual leg into the robes, so you can actually see what it's like. It seems more viable to do that on this, unlike the Armour Up. And the Armour Up is straight down. Just it's a good added bonus feature. And yeah, as you said, you can see that there, the legs just sculpted into there. Let's take a quick look at the weapon as well before we move on any further. The weapon is sort of some missile launcher like thing. And it's stated on the back of the packaging actually how this can, it can just be carried by Ren on one of his hands, but I think by the looks of things that would have to be his right hand, because the left one's actually sculpted into a Force mode, which I like actually as well, because right after Finn and Rey run out from the generator place back into the forest and head back to the Falcon, he actually uses the Force on Rey to get her away from the battle before shouting traitor at Finn in the duel. Because you'd have to do that on, kind of have to put it on the right hand, so you just remove the lightsaber. As I said before, it's the same. Actually, something else I noticed about that is they've actually made the side bits sharper than the older one. Here it is. Yeah, here's the one that came with the Armour Up series Ren, and then let's put that on the ground as well. This is the one that came with the Armour Up series Ren, and this is the one that just came now where you can kind of see already that this one looks a lot sharper, and that's a good new feature that Hasbro have added. Going back to the weapon as well, I think you can stick it onto this hand. So it kind of looks like, because it's not actually flick fire as well, it's like Lego. It's like a Lego Technic piece. The way it holds in, you kind of have to pull it out. So I mean, it looks like a good enough weapon to actually complete. But seeing as it's got a character in the line that I don't really like, I won't see myself completing it. And going back to what I said about the hooded cape that came with this Kylo Ren, is because I said I only had the Armour Up series Kylo Ren, which is this one. I never actually had a hooded version, so now I'm actually able to slide the hood on him and then have a more movie accurate Kylo Ren from the earlier on, well, from about the first half of the movie anyway, because I think he's only ever seen with it down when just after Finn and Rey escape from Jakku. But going back onto this figure again, I think I'll remove this cape again so you can see him as he was before. There we go. So that's him without the cape on now. So again, it's a really good figure. I really like the way they've sculpted this for the Build a Weapon sort of the Mission Series style. I just can't like say very much bad about the figure except really the lack of articulation. So it's definitely worth adding to your collection if you haven't already done so. I actually had to find this on Star Action Figures because, well, the fact it was available for pre-order when I got it. I don't know what it's like now, but I will put a link down in the description where you can get it from. Haven't seen it in my Forbidden Planet or Entertainer store yet, but I will hopefully soon see some in there. Because I'm also looking for the Han Solo from this line, and it's sold out on Star Action Figures before I looked, but I think I should be able to go back on and find some more. So I'll just put the hood back on him again so you can see that one more time. Just get it off him. So yeah, so that is Unmasked Kylo Ren from the 3 3/4 inch Build a Weapon line. I shall be back with some more reviews very soon, so stay tuned for them. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll put that link down in the description below so you can see that as well. And so of course you get the Armour Up piece of the figures. This is the one you get with Poe Dameron. This one can slot straight onto him.